Hello everyone, I'm Niharika Tiwari from Sociobits and today I'm with the co-founder of Road Athena, Prerna Kalra. Thank you so much for joining me today, Prerna. It's a pleasure to have you at Sociobits.
Equally my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me here in your beautiful Mumbai office.
So Prerna, could you tell me how did you ideate Road Athena?
Uh, okay. Ideate Road Athena. The name you are saying.
Yeah, the name.
Don't ask me that. It was so difficult to arrive at this name. We were already working on this project, and then we actually thought that we need to have a trademark for that. And we all, as a team, we all started and discussing all sorts of names. And my God, first time we realized that all the names were already been taken. We tried all permutation, combination. 3 days we kept on ideating. In 3 days we kept on getting the message. It is this name is not available. This name is not available. People have really thought of just all kinds of names and they were already taken. And I was so frustrated on third day. I still remember it so vividly. I was sitting on the table and I said, please आप जय हनुमान रख दो and let's not have a discussion and let's freeze this. And everyone said, okay, Jai Hanuman. And on that day we finalized on Road Athena and we got it and we didn't spend time in getting it registered the same day.
That's great. Very interesting story.
So I think Hanumanji is helping us out.
So when you say Jai Hanuman, I'm very curious, what does Road Athena do?
Okay, so Road Athena is a company. We are taking care of the problem of everyone, and also we call it road for growth. Uh, Roads are being taken for everyone, for their jobs, for their learning, for everything people are commuting. And associated with roads are the issues of roads like potholes, cracks, patches. Because of that, it's not only in our country but across the globe there is a bigger issue. Because wherever there's a temperature variation, climate condition which is very hot, very cold, snow, windy, rain, so roads need to be monitored, they need to be maintained. So, and there are thousands and thousands kilometers of roads which are being added also. So we have a solution which is towards the maintenance and monitoring of the roads, and we do it with AI. Okay. And this is the future, and humanly it is not possible.
Okay, so this sounds pretty interesting to me. So could you elaborate it in layman's language? What is it about?
Okay. So let me explain you. So let me give you an example. So I took a cab, and this taxi driver, when we were driving, he, you know, he slowed down his taxi. He navigated a pothole and said, मैं जब बचपन में छोटा था ना तो ये पॉटहोल को देख रहा था, अब मेरे बच्चे हो गए हैं, ये पॉटहोल नहीं है. सो आई स्माइल्ड. तो हमारा सोल्यूशन बहुत ही सिंपल है. व्हाट वी डू इज वी हैव द रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ द सरफेस ऑफ द रोड. हम उस डेटा को अपने एआई मॉडल और एल्गो से प्रोसेस करते हैं. उसके बाद हम इस पूरे को पॉटहोल, पैच एंड क्रैक्स को हम क्लासीफाई करते हैं. क्लासीफाई मीन्स कि हम उसको जियो टैग करते हैं, उनका पिक्चर होता है एग्जैक्टली वो कहाँ पर है, और उसके बेसिस पे हम रोड्स को रेड, येलो और ग्रीन करते हैं. ये सब इंफॉर्मेशन आपको डैश कैम में आ जाता है, सॉरी आपके डैशबोर्ड में आ जाता है. तो ये डैशबोर्ड आपके पास हैंडी रहता है, और इस डैशबोर्ड से इफ यू आर द पर्सन हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द रोड मेंटेनेंस और आपका कोई रोड है, तो आप इस डैशबोर्ड से उन पैचेस को, उन क्रैक्स को, उन पॉटहोल्स को असाइन कर देते हो उन लोगों को जिन्होंने इनको फिक्स करना है. तो वो टिकट उनके पास चला जाता है, वहां पे वो जाके जब उसको फिक्स कर लेते हैं तो वापस ये क्लिक करके उसको सिस्टम पे डाल देते हैं. सो इट्स अ कंप्लीट प्रोसेस व्हिच वी आर गिविंग. सो इसमें इतना एक्यूरेट है कि कहीं पे भी कोई चैलेंज नहीं कर सकता इस डेटा को, क्योंकि टाइम स्टैम्प है. उनको पता है कि इतना पॉटहोल है. ये नहीं है कि अरे छोटा सा था मैंने छोड़ दिया. हम ऐसा नहीं कह सकते. ऑल द पॉटहोल्स आर मार्क्ड देयर एंड ईच हैव टू बी क्लोज्ड. Worldwide, the cost, if you are not proactive in handling these conditions, then the cost goes as high as 100%.
ओके, तो ये काफी टेक savvy solution है बोल सकते हैं. So as a business, to provide something, it is pretty technical और बहुत to ideate it बहुत सोचना पड़ता है, correct? So so as a business आपने क्या challenges face किया, आप मुझे बता सकते हैं?
Challenges बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग जर्नी है. When we were working, so we started in 2019. COVID करके we stopped and then we again picked the threads back. और जब हमने ये मॉडल ट्रेन किया था एंड वी डिड अ लॉट ऑफ वर्क इन चंडीगढ़ मोहाली एरिया एंड वहाँ पे देवर ट्री शैडोज, बहुत ट्रीज हैं तो ट्री का शैडो आता था, तो हमारे को बहुत सारे फॉल्स पॉजिटिव मिलते थे. देन देवर ग्लेयर ऑफ द सनलाइट, नाइट में जब लाइट कम डिम लाइट में इशू रहता था. देन साइड बर्म नहीं, एब्सेंस ऑफ साइड बर्म जो था उसका इशू रहता था. रोड बाउंड्री और शोल्डर्स, जैसे बाहर की कंट्री में आपको शोल्डर कहते हैं, यहाँ पे कई रोड में कहाँ पे ये रोड खत्म हो रहा है कहाँ से दूसरा स्टार्ट हो रहा है वो डिमार्केशन नहीं था. फुटपाथ वर गेटिंग डिटेक्टेड एज potholes, so and on top of all that there were dogs, stray cattle, so they all were false positive. And finally we had trained our model in such a way that in ambient condition our accuracy is now 98%.
So this is like a problem जो हम we are just used to it, right? कि हाँ pothole है रास्ते पर. It's very common for us people can say. So you also mentioned कि your journey has been very interesting, and so for a society जिसके पास inbuilt है ये, how are you helping the society? मतलब how is it helping मतलब?
अगर हम लोग ये डेटा देखते हैं ना तो हम बहुत सारी चीजों को एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं कि जैसे आपने बोला कि दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज वी गॉट टू बेयर, वी गॉट टू फिगर आउट द वे टू अवॉइड इट, बट द सॉल्यूशन इज नॉट क्लोजिंग और टर्निंग द ब्लाइंड आई. द सॉल्यूशन इज एक्चुअली डूइंग समथिंग अबाउट इट, एंड someone has to do something about it, and the first step is to identify the problem and find it accurately. And I think India as a country, we are able to do that, and I am so confident, and this is what I have for future also, that there is a huge possibility, there is a huge opportunity in our country, like so many areas where we are the front runners. Even the whole world is observing us and trying to replicate, be the 4G, 5G, speed, be our digital money. Correct. And let country be the one to come into this solution, and we call it face it. Face it means that our solution is faster, our solution is accurate, our solution is continuous, and definitely economic. So let the whole world see that this is the basic which the India road conditions are. They are doing it with AI. So there is no nonsense to it. They have the quality of road as one of the parameters, and they are calculating it, as per the standards, and let the whole world, get the lessons.
So I was just curious, are you the only ones with this solution, or do you have any competitors?
We do have competitors, and suddenly as I told you, the world is, going ahead to find out the solution, because humanly it is not possible to monitor the route and all. Yes. So, there is a very large organization who have acquired a company who are into it, and there is another company in Canada. There is one more company which is in Finland who are doing this work. But most of our competitors are using smartphone for recording. Okay, unlike us, we are using the dash cam for recording, and definitely we have an advantage in that. First is that's a dedicated device, okay, and the coverage of the road is way higher. It's nearly double the dash cam. Then because the smartphone has a limitation of coverage, we also have geostability of the image, which gives us edge of that's why our efficiency is 98%, and we have very less possibility, and because of this our solution I think is much more stable, more standard, and definitely our solution is faster. like a week back, we were processing our video, 1 minute video, in around we started with 5 to 6 minute processing, then we moved to 3 minutes processing, and 2 weeks back we have achieved like 1 minute video in less than 1 minute.
Wow. So you definitely have a technological edge over them, and you are economical, like you said. So that gives you, sets you apart. So what are the future plans for Road Athena?
uh, we have a lot of potential here in our country, and we are so proud that we would do that difference, and we would be the company here who would start and then would not be stopped, because India has the second largest road network of the world. And besides that, besides in India, we have filed the patent, and besides India, we have already filed in Canada and Australia. So there is a lot of interest and there is a lot of needs there. So we have our plan to go global.
I think it is the need of the hour. The roads, at least our conveyance becomes very seamless and easy, and I think you probably help a lot in that. So I wish you all the very best. So apart from this, moving aside the interview, since you are a women entrepreneur and we are running a women entrepreneurship series here, so I would really like to ask you, like, what are your thoughts on women entrepreneurship?
So entrepreneurship is not easy, be it be man or a woman. It is tough. It is really, really tough. And one thing which I find in women entrepreneurs is validation about their ideas, about their abilities and all. We look outside for more validation. It is just that we got to believe. It is, I think, the same fear with the man also, but you got to go ahead. And if you are convinced, I think you are much more convinced for the world. This I find is different. And yesterday when we were listening to Poonam Mahajan ma'am, I really liked one thing is it doesn't matter. You got to go, you will get it. Okay? It doesn't matter what all say. It does affect you, but it should affect you temporarily. That's it. And there's one thing which I still remember in my initial years of journey, and it is a roller coaster. You are high and you are in trenches. So ये आग का दरिया है, डूब के जाना है. So there is no way out. You got to get into it to emerge out of it.
प्यार में नहीं सिर्फ entrepreneurship में भी है ये.
बिल्कुल.
I think truer words have never been spoken. Thank you so much for joining me at Social Bits, Prerna. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Same here. Pleasure.